Eclectic Reflections of Now, written by S0rceress0, narrated by S0rceress0, edited by Nancy J. Tepler and J.T. Ford, cover art by C.P. Book Cover Designs. New Planet. From the large railed truck, a bellow reverberated in the air. Stompings and wafflings, an occasional bang, all heralded the arrival of several enormous creatures to the landing pad. Several hundred feet away, a glittering ship poured mist from coolant tanks. People moved around the ship, taking readings and glancing nervously at the large railed truck. A car pulled up near the truck, and a group of people got out. While the driver stood near the car, the group of men and women surrounded the truck and hit the sides of the truck lightly, calling. Yahira led the group of boys and girls. Each person identified a creature within the truck. Yahira herself went to the very end of the truck and knocked at a rail. "Ampa! Ampa!" she called. A thick trunk wove its way in between the rails, and Yahira smiled. The trunk touched Yahira, her face, her hair, her shoulders, smelling carefully. The bellowing stopped, and a low rumble permeated the air. The rest of the creatures in the truck also quieted, and Yahira could tell each had found their charge. The driver of the car approached Yahira quietly and spoke in soft tones. "Yahira, we need to get them inside. You should already be in cryo." "I understand, but I will not leave Ampa until she is asleep. Is the ship's crew ready?" The driver glanced over at a ramp leading up into the belly of the giant glittering space vehicle. A crewman waved. "Yes, everything is ready." The driver went to the back of the truck. "Open!" he called and twisted a dial. The back of the truck clicked. Yahira banged on the railing of the truck. "Ampa! Ampa, door!" Calling, Yahira stepped briskly to the back of the truck. The giant door swung open slowly, and a ramp ejected. Ampa the elephant stepped onto the ramp. The driver backed away slowly until he had reached the ship where the crew member waited. "This would have been easier if they had been put into cryo before coming onto the ship," the crew member said. "These elephants are special," replied the driver. "They require a continuity of experience. If they were just dropped off with no reference of what had happened to them, they would be confused and unable to concentrate on their job. Imagine just blacking out and waking up in a strange area. No explanation. You'd be terrified, wouldn't you?" I see how that would be a problem for them. They're mostly migratory, aren't they?" "Yes, this herd specifically has a huge range. They will need their matriarch to lead them into learning new routes in their new home. They'll have plenty of competition. We got a shipment of lions yesterday that could cause them an enormous amount of trouble. Oh, they'll have plenty of space to themselves for a time. These herds will be established before the carnivores get to them." The crew member snorted as he saw Ampa start a slow, patient walk forward toward the ship. A zoo planet. Lucky them. They are the lucky ones. None of them would survive here anymore. A sad moment passed between the humans. In the distance, the choking gray clouds and hulking monuments to humanity's mark upon the earth seemed to mock them. At least they will survive. Yahira placed her hand on the huge female elephant's head. The door to several more sections of the enormous truck had opened, and more elephant trunks appeared at the door. Reassured by the humans and the sight of Ampa, they followed quickly, quietly. Blinking trunk to tail, they followed Ampa into the ship. The metal of the ship's ramp felt odd to their feet, and a few hesitated just inside, looking down and smelling and touching the flooring. The humans touched the elephant's shoulders comfortingly, calling their names and encouraging them to move forward. Inside the ship, aisleways of animals already asleep were stacked, awaiting the beginning of their journey. One aisleway was curtained. Ampa reached her trunk suspiciously toward the curtain, but refocused as Yahira led her forward. Behind the curtains lay row upon row of large predators. They had covered them as a preventative to scaring the elephants. One by one, from smallest to largest, the female elephants were encouraged into the ship, into their own
Sample complete. Ready to continue?